Hello, welcome back everyone. Today's video is going to be a quick little tutorial on skating, right? Um, yeah, because main reason why we're remaking this video, if you've already seen it, uh, someone asked for like a reworked version, right? Since I'm assuming no one's made one, or I feel like I've seen one. I don't remember. I don't remember the last one I've seen. Maybe that was years ago at this point. But yeah, there's going to be a 2023 skating tutorial. Okay. So we're going to start off. I'm going to showcase it first. This is what it looks like. This is the one I use. Right. This is the one I do. Right. And as you can see, like we have a endless flow of being able to do it nonstop until we run out of stamina, of course, right? Now, of course, you don't have to use Pierce and Cry at every moment, right? You could just simply, hit back. Or other people like to do this instead of doing, back RB. They just like to do that. All right, and then they continue skating. Well, essentially, you can, if you really try not to run out of stamina, right? You can, like, once you practice it enough to understand what skills you can do to get away with. But that's what that looks like, right? So, for everyone who they don't know how to skate, right? We're go step by step, right? Step by step, uh, and hopefully able to understand. I'm gonna try to my best ability for you new guys to explain it. Okay. So first part is going to be going into slide shot, into glide, slide shot. Now the best way to learn this is, well, we're going to start off with glide, right? So all you have to do is start off with that and, hold LT. If you're on Xbox, if you're on PlayStation, you already know what that button is. L2. Are you going to be holding that and moving forward? All right. And now all you have to do is simply just hit RB, right? During this whole, you can spam it too if you really want. And for PlayStation's R1. Okay. So do this for a little bit, practice with it, and we'll move on to the next part. Pause and do what you gotta do, right? So next part is the slide into slide shot, and you can choose to do glide right after into slide shot if you really want. So that's what it looks like. All right. That's what it looks like. And we'll just wait a couple more seconds. It should be up, and it's up. All right. That's what it looks like. That's what it. So practice that too. I say practice it with, part one, right? Just the slide shot and the glide into, not slide, the glide into slide shot into the slide shot into slide shot, right? Right. Practice that all together and we'll go into the next skill. Now, what you do next is Mountain Breeze, right? Mountain Breeze is forward B for Xbox, PlayStation, forward circle, right? Forward on the stick, circle, okay? So this will look like, right? That's what it should look like. And you can choose to also throw in, slide shot into glide, slide shot right after that. So that's what it looked like with it. Right? That's what it looks like with that. Practice that, right? Till you get like a really, really good understanding. Now we're doing this pretty fast only because you'll be able to stop it, to see how I did it, right? Right. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty hopeful that you'll be seeing it, right? And you're constantly practicing it. Pause if you need to, of course, right? For those moments, right? If you're not understanding, pause and rewind. Okay. So next part is, we're gonna do the skating rotation, and the thing you want to do now is going to steady breath now, right? I think that's the part that he's kind of confused about for sure, because a lot of people don't know how to get into that skill. Now, the one thing I like to say about how to get into the skill is you need to be in an active motion, or you, in the sense, to put it in simple terms for you guys, is to have already done the skill, right? So, for example, I'm gonna do Sylvia's skill and then go into steady breath, right? You can do that as well, but the very simple thing to do is simply just go glide into it. But you can simply just do it based off of what we just did with our skating method, which will be the skill that you ended off with, which is slide shot, right? So, right, it should look like that, right? Now, how we do it, all you have to do is hold LT, RT, and for PlayStation, L2 and R2, right? And any direction, right? Well, not any direction, left or right. So make sure you're either going left or right as you're holding LT. If you don't, it's just going to go into Lutheran's call, right? So, and make sure you do a skill, right? So glide, right? Just to keep it simple, just glide, right? If you're just trying to practice using a skill, just glide left or right, and then go into steady breath. And let's practice it with the skating rotation. This is what it should look like. And then, of course, we do use piercing cry right there. You use piercing cry right after to do that. Just simply press RB and then left or right. Okay. Now, the question is how we get back into awakening. It's very simple. You got two options here. You have two choices, or you have multiplicative if you have skills on your ring menu, of course, right? So we're just going to go with the first two options. You can use either uproot, right, to get you back into awakening. You can also use the core skill version if you prefer to use that. If you want to be protected, use that. Or you can just simply hit back on your stick and then press RB, right? So it'll do this animation, get you back, and you'll be back in awakening. So this is what it will look like, right? Just like what I showed in the beginning. All right, it should look like that, right? We didn't do the full skating rotation, but that's, the gist of it, right? You're able to get back into it very easily. But you can also use other skills. Like I sometimes use leg sweep, or I use like that first second of Sylvia Sphere to kind of get back into awakening if I don't want to use that, of course, right? If I need to protect myself first and then try to move, right? But that's basically it. Hope you got through everything. You practice, and you should keep practicing. Don't just stop with the video, of course. Practice every day, at least once. And I'll tell you how long it took me. It took me roughly like 4 months plus, right? Right, to fully master it, right? Learning it's pretty easy, but actually putting it into practice, actually using it in combat takes a little bit longer. So keep that in mind. Hopefully you like the video. Oh gosh. Hopefully you like the video. Share it with, your archer friends who probably needs a little bit more help and you want them to get better, right? This will help them get a lot better and add more to their playstyle. And yeah, stay good, stay safe. Later.